On Tuesday, October 1st, I waited almost 2 hours, or it was like 2.5 hours, something like that. One order was canceled. I cleaned my car. I kept busy and I delivered those orders because it was still worth my time. And I got paid to drive home. I took screenshots of the orders. This is why it's so important when you choose to wait, take a screenshot because they're claiming in 48 hours they would have sent me that money, the wait time money, the additional earnings, and they never did. So now I'm just on the road because I have a scheduled delivery in a little bit. I'm cleaning out my phone. I'm doing stuff. I said, let me do this now while I'm waiting. And I tell them on October 1st, I waited for about 2 hours for orders. I have not received the additional earnings in my account. Can you please review? They say thank you. They're checking it out. They want to see what's going on here. And they say just to confirm, you waited 2 hours. I have it on video. You see, I have the screenshots. Yes, absolutely. So they're checking it out right now. Okay, with Shipt, a little while ago, someone sent me a $3 tip from a Shipt shop that I completed on October 2nd. They added $3. Order pay was $10.14 and they added $3. That's really good to know. I mean, I believe the window is forever open. I appreciate your kind wait online. I'm still waiting. This is very time consuming. I appreciate your kind wait online. No problem. Every 2 minutes they're telling me. I started this conversation at 3 o'clock. It is now 3:21. So I'm really happy about that. I have to get used to Shipt. When you set a schedule in Shipt, say, I'm telling them I'm available 5 to 6 p.m. today. That's when the notification sound comes into play. They're letting you know first because you tell the app, I'm available on these windows. So they start sending out notifications, with the notification sound. The available orders you can always check, but if you're giving them a heads up, they're informing you first. However, you can earn more money if you play it right. It's a gamble. Someone else might take it. Say I take a window from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. They ding me about an hour before. They start off with a $10 payout. Okay, I'll wait 15, 20 minutes. They'll ding me again. Or I'll open it to check it. Now it's a $12 payout. Close it. Wait a little bit longer if nobody takes it. Now it's, a quarter to. Now it's 3:45. Now the payout's more. Nobody took it. But then someone might take it. It's a gamble. I hope you understand what I'm saying. The closer it gets to the start of the drop-off window, the higher the price goes up, like the more pay you can earn. But now today, and I just tested it out, I'm not upset because I'm kind of in the middle, and I was going to drive to Levittown, Target, but then I had to come back to Merrick. I do have a pickup in Seaford, and I have to drop it off to Farmingdale. And I was just testing it out. And at 5 to 3, it went up to $20. And it was a pair of stockings and like 7 items of food and paper plates, stuff like that. And someone took it. I thought maybe it was going to come back in the queue. Now maybe a 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. window, and it didn't. So someone took that at 20 and change. They were probably near the store. They took it. So I hope I got my point across. I'm really happy I learned that in the first week because there's a lot to Shipt. And I can see how you can benefit from it. Absolutely. But they're going to see, they want to know when you're available so they can see if you take those orders for the lowest payouts. So you got to play the game a little bit. So that's how I'm going to play it. If you wait too long, someone else might take it. Shipt gives bonuses. I showed that in a video yesterday. It's like Spark. If you complete 3 or complete 6, we'll give you $25 or $40 or $50, whatever it may be. But there's always a fine print. And they say what's not included. Promos. Promos must be the ones, the shops that no one's taking on a schedule. Think about that. That's mind game playing. And that's what these apps are all about. But if you use them and they work for you and you make them work to your advantage, the opportunity's there. So the promos, and never to be late. That was the fine print. No promos or late offers. Like, you can't be late or you won't qualify for the bonus. There's a lot involved. But now, because I took the time all week to really learn, well, since last Thursday, to really dig deep and read as much as I could and get out there in the field and learn the app, I already understand how the mind game playing works with the Shipt app. Shipt is no different from any other app. If they can see how much they can get from you, if they can figure out how to get you to work for the least amount of money, they're going to do it. So that's the name of the game. After completing the scheduled delivery, I pulled over to turn on Spark. I accept an offer. I said that'd be great. Earn a few bucks on the way home. Look what they did. I'm driving down the street. Originally, I accepted it at $18.78. Then they sent this message. There was some recent changes to your trip. Here's how it's been updated. I didn't keep it. $12.59. Please select a reason for canceling this trip. I felt the earnings were too low. Even though there was a $4 tip included, you took away the 18. I just, when a driver, I feel, if your app made a mistake and you realized it after a driver accepted an offer, you should eat it. It's mean. Deliver did that to me once and I gave it back. They took away $10. They test you. It was mean. Not nice at all. Oh, let me show you what they paid me when I cleaned my car that day in the parking lot. They've paid me more than this before. They gave me $2.87. How insulting. I think there was a miscommunication there. I think that should have been times by 3. Then I received the $9 tips, $9 in tips, and the payout was $31.36. It came out to $43.23. I've experienced this. I'm just sharing my life experience. Bosses and corporation businesses that you work for, they don't want you to be okay with yourself. They don't want you to feel as if you're getting ahead, doing your thing. I chose to wait. Like I told you, there were many workers going, what are you doing? But, maybe they don't take care of their property that way. If I would have brought my car in, which I was saying over and over and over again to myself, you got to bring it in now. You got your car worked on. All the nonsense was over with. Why don't you bring your car in? Nobody would have sterilized that car the way I did. I didn't clean the entire car. But my steering wheel, my console, the door handles, as if they were never touched before, I scrubbed them and I armor rolled them, and the seat belt buckle. Yep. And since then I've had a problem with the app. The few times I turned it on. Glitch after glitch after glitch. I think everybody's watching everybody, and maybe they need to find their purpose and hobby instead of overkill on watching other people struggle and do what they have to do to get where they want to be. I did nothing wrong. I made a decision to wait, and I feel that was really low. I've waited before for 15, 20 minutes, a half an hour, and I've gotten that. So I don't know what went on there. All I can think of is it could have been a worker too. It could have been the workers inside pissed off at you. You know, they're trapped. You're not. You're out and about. You're being an independent contractor. You're educating yourself how to take care of yourself financially. That's how I see it. Going down the entrepreneurial path and becoming an independent contractor has made me smarter. I'm not so easily walked over anymore. I did nothing wrong. I made a decision, I waited, and I stayed productive. Only because I do it pretty often. I go to the car wash, I get the medium plan, $35. You give the workers $10. But you know, they use a lot of machines. They're not really detailing it with antibacterial wipes and really like massaging the Armor All into, you know, the dashboard and all the materials. It would have taken me an hour. Get to the car wash, take everything out of my car, wait online, let them clean it, get it outside. Then they physically clean it, you know, with their machines. That's at least an hour. So I chose to wait. I earned some money, and I did what I had to do to take care of myself. I'll discuss in a moment why I'm clothes shopping for a Shipt shop. But you have to make sure these tags are off. I have to check every item. So I'm keeping it in view so I don't forget. I just completed a Target shop that included clothing. There was 2 items they didn't have that were food products. They were juices. I was curious if they were going to pay me the same money, and they did. The offer was $23.25 when they sent it to me. I believe so. It was $23.25, and I said, sure, I'll take that. The drop-off is 1 town away from my home, so it was logical. Wow, I'm really happy. Now, I see it says late, but I accepted that offer like 8 minutes to the drop-off window, and I'm telling you, I was fast. One shot, I looked for something, it was in my hand. I got really lucky. The store was stocked. So I'm very grateful. That worked out well. I was curious, were they going to lower the pay? And they didn't. So we'll see what kind of tip they give, if they tip. They sure did. I was driving around and this pops up. Nice job. You got a tip. They tipped me $25. I was clothes shopping for this person. I'm glad I was open-minded to give it a try to shop for clothing. Because if these are the kind of tips you're going to get when you shop for clothing, I mean, this woman got a wardrobe. She got a sweater shirt, a skirt, a dress, and a regular like coat sweater, in addition to a handful of food products. She gave me $25. She never communicated with me, but I communicated with her. I told her when I was entering the store, and I told her when I was on my way to her drop-off. I'm just looking here, and it's a Best Buy. I noticed that before. I'm going to tap it. And it says, removing packages at pickup may lead to pay adjusting to below the offered amount. I did not notice that when I shopped at Target. Every store is different. For this video, I'm going to end it on this note. I completed a handful of UberEats on the way home while I was picking up some Too Good To Go. And I reached $30. But now, 3 offers in a row showed a picture of the house with leave at door on top of it to help prevent leaving food at different locations and to help prevent theft. It's not always the driver. Many times, I say it's half and half. You have customers who will say anything to get free food. I've lived that. I think we all have. And then you have drivers that just don't really try. They don't really care. They just, you know what, they're sending me my money and I'm happy. So now they're showing a picture of the house. That's what they're doing.